Hello friends, welcome to bispsolutions.com. My name is Sumit. From today onwards, I'm going to start a new video series for Python machine learning. And in that, the very first video I'm going to present, that is how to handle missing values using Pandas. This might be a very common issue that the data shared by the client or the data which we are using for visualization or for analysis, that data might contain some missing values. So I'm going to tell you that how can we handle the missing values, how to find out what are the missing values, how to replace those missing values with a default value or with a zero, and how to save that file back into CSV so that we can visualize it by using some other data visualization tools. To demonstrate this concept, I'm going to use MongoDB as my open source data source, where I will be going to upload my data set. Then I will be going to tell you how to import data back into Python, how to figure out the missing values, and how to fill the blank values with the zeros and save the file back into uh, system in a local machine using in the form of a CSV file. So the very first thing, let me show you the data file. That's my data file. I'm using a product market database, and here in this product market database we have got couple of columns like revenue, cost of revenue, product name, product category, and so on. And you can see revenue and cost of revenue, they might have got some blank values. There are a lot of blank values, so might be possible that while creating the data set or while performing some calculation, the some data got missed. And we got this data, and we upload this data into MongoDB as it is. And now we are going to clear this data. We are going to replace this zero values. Instead of the zero, we would like to display the blank values, we would like to display zero. So the first step is to upload this data into MongoDB. To know more about MongoDB and to know how to upload the data into MongoDB, please go through my previous videos where I have demonstrated how to upload data into MongoDB. So I'll show you the data set. So that's my finance data I have loaded, and db dot finance data dot find, and you can see the data. That's the data we have. So I'll just take it. That's the data, and so that's the data set. Then what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to load this data into Python, and to know more about it, how to connect Python and MongoDB and how to pull data into Python, you can go through my previous video for more explanation. So very quickly, I'm going to start. So I start a new Python notepad and I write import PyMongo. This PyMongo is a connector which is used to pull data from MongoDB into Python. From PyMongo, import Mongo client. And I'm going to use Pandas for this data cleansing. So I'll use import Pandas as PD. So the very first thing, I'm going to pull data. So Mongo client. So I write Mongo client localhost 2701 and db is equal to client.bisp. Now I'm going to pull data from this DB, from this database. I'm going to pull the data set into a data frame, So I write data is equal to pd dot data frame dot from underscore records db dot finance data dot find. And if I simple print data here, if I simple print data, let's save it, and I write handle null values 1.py. So you can see it pull all the 900 records. So there are around 900 records are there. So it will pull all 900 records and display over here. So it might be difficult to handle these 900 records right now too. So what I'm going to do is, and it will show all the number of columns. So here we have the, there are total records 925, and the total number of columns we have is 23. So it is quite difficult to display all the total number of all the columns and all, because we are going to concentrate only on I'm going to concentrate only on uh, I'm going to concentrate only on region and revenue. So for this, I will simple cut short this. I'll use a methodology which helps me to pull the data only for, to display data only for region and revenue. For that, let me remove this. First of all, I write data one is equal to data dot loc, and I would be extracting region comma revenue, and let's print data one, and let's test it. Sorry for the error, it's giving an error for too many indexes because we specify multiple indexes. So instead of this I use colon, so it will pull data only for region and revenue. So that's the error. Whenever you get this error, we need to solve it by using this particular colon. So this is showing region and revenue. Now in region and revenue, still it is showing all 900 records. As you can see, the last record is, it is showing the last record as 923 something, 923, 924 rows into two columns. So I wanted to show only 20 records. So I'm going to cut short this, and I write data one is equal to data 120. So it will show me, now it will show me only first 20 records, and we are getting here 20 records, and you can see there are a couple of blank values like APAC, this is blank, and this is blank in revenue. Now the first thing I would like to do is I would like to find out the data type of the column, because it is very necessary that the data type should be known, because if we are going to apply the function it might not work. So first of all we need to find out the data types. So let's see how to find out the data types. So to find out the data types, I'll use a command, and that command is data. I'll simply use a print statement, print data one dot D types. This gives us the data types of every column which is available in the data set, and you can see the default data type is showing as object. Now because of this object, if I'm going to find out the null values, it won't show me any null values. So this will throw an error message. And as you can see here in this data, we have APAC is blank, APAC this is blank, this is blank. So there is a function called is null function which helps us to test which is a blank, which is not blank. So I just pass a command print data one dot is null, and when I run it, you can see it is showing in false, because this won't be considered as a float. This is considered as a string and considered as a blank string, so it won't consider as a numbers, it won't consider as a float. So first of all, typecasting is required, so we need to convert this, we need to typecast this revenue field. And in order to do that, before loading the data, I will use a typecast command. So I write type, and I'm going to customize, I'm going to change the data type for revenue. Revenue is equal to data revenue dot apply pd dot to underscore numeric comma errors is equal to let's test it now. So when we test it, you can see it's giving true. True means it is null. And also you can see the data type is changed to float 64 instead of object. And now because it's changed to float 64, the values are coming as NaN, not a number. So it's not, it is, there are no number exists. So we would be considering this as a blank value. And now we are going to handle this. We are going to replace this NaN with 0. And for that, I'm going to pass another command for doing that. And to change or to fill the data, the blank values with default values, so I write data1 revenue. It's a case sensitive, so be very careful about the field names. So fill na 0 comma in place is equal to true. And now I'm going to print it 1 again just for testing. Print data 1. So now you can see initially when we load the data, first of all the type data convert into float, then it is showing NaN, and we just test it for true and false, and now that it replaced with the 0 values, it replaced with some default values as 0. So what we can do is we can remove this limit now, because we applied it only for initial 20 records or first 20 records. So I remove this limit. Now this logic will be applicable for all records available in the data set. And finally, I would like to capture this data. I would like to store this data into a CSV file. So I write data1 dot to underscore CSV, and I want to store into my D drive as finance data updated dot CSV. Format is mandatory to give, comma, encoding is equal to UTF-8, index is equal to false. F should be capital. And let's run it now. So when I execute it, so it's completed for all records. So wherever it found null values or blank values, it replaced with 0. And now let's switch to my D drive and we'll look at the file. So on my D drive, a file should be there, and the file name should be finance updated data, finance data updated. So I'll look for finance data updated. So this is a file that was the old file, finance data updated one. It's coming in wrong extension because it's because of this. It should be .csv, and I just execute it again. Done. And let's finance data updated, and we can open this file and we can see the values has been changed. And now because I have confined only to 2 columns, we can remove this one and it should be applicable on all the columns. So we'll get the complete set of records. So in order to apply it for on all 23 columns, so I just made some changes, and now instead of using data1, I use only data. Data is null. Data revenue fill na in place true, and print data and data.csv. And when we execute it, it will complete the operation 924 rows and 24 columns. Close it, and let's go and test the file once again. Finance updated data set, and we have revenue columns wherever the null values were there, we can compare it. We have revenue null values, and it fills with 0 values. So this is how we can handle the missing values or blank values in a file using pandas in Python. So that's all in this video. If you have some queries, you can post your comments in comment box. Keep watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.